Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Set. Turn two soft. Recon 132 fighter. Sit.
Throwing on first down. Sheehan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Sheehan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, put him on the buses. Protein fight.
On 3rd down, Penny. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Penny. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first down, it's Carr. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his open man. It's Carr. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to the air on 2nd down. Sheehan. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Sheehan. That's caught by Penny. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Sheehan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's King. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Break. Mike Topper. No. Snap.
Off play action. Sheehan going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Sheehan. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run on 1st down. Carr, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A big play that time for the Raiders. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a give, right side. It's Carr. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Carr, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third down, it's Carr, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Back to throw. Sheehan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
51, Mike 51. Come, baby, come.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Jackson. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, throw left side, complete. That's Carr. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's King. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, Sheehan. And he finds Penny. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
44, Mike.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Out. Check 9. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Sheehan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's King. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Clay. And some room to maneuver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down. It's Carr, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike 51. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Sheehan. Looking left sideline. and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw. Sheehan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
There's so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheehan. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready?
59. Mike's 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Come on,
So
set.
3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Defense.
Let's get it.
Operating from the gun, Sheehan. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Brings up third down.
Here we go, here we go. 15 run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
5.
Mike spoke both.
Throwing on third and long. Sheehan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the left side. Clay, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Coaching spill. Check.
From the gun, Sheehan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the flag.
Smooth.
To throw again, Sheehan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's King. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Operating from the gun, Sheehan. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On the set. Pilot, 64.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheehan, back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, exit.
Check. On that point. 44.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Sheehan. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On 1st down. It's Carr, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Raiders on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Sheehan. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Sheehan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carr. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give, right side. Kemp. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Bravo. Speed grip.
Throwing after the interception. Sheehan. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
On 1st and 10. Sheehan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they've indeed run the table here.